see that? Like running, man. I kind of dig. I just music. I could
It's game day, baby. It's
I'm
game
telling
day.
you right now, like I feel like that's like tunnel music right there. Like we're like ramped up. I'm like about to chest bump somebody. I've been
texting Lenny all morning. It's Saturday, baby.
I know this kid's texting me. I got my alarm going off. I'm in Vegas. We're on the other side of the world from each other, and he's texting me 6:15. I'm like, I'm awake. I'm awake. I'm in the bathroom. I'm going to Starbucks here. My light just went out. Oh no! I think he might have died. Bear with me here, folks. Live television. So, but we are live and in full effect. Welcome into Doc's Daily. I'm Detroit Lenny. That's Griffin Murphy. We're going to give you about an hour worth of our time here and talk about whatever you really want to talk about. I mean, I got a full card. I know you do. They call him Griffin the Buffet Murphy. Okay. I mean, in some circles, you know those mobsters that just have a name like Nicky the Nose. No, it's Griffin the Buffet. That's the guy's name. He's got everything on deck you could want. No UFC this weekend, though, right?
No UFC this weekend, unfortunately, but it's all right. We got college game day in action. The buffet is open.
That's right. So while that section of the UFC gets remodeled for one weekend, whoop, college football comes in like a barn burner. Week 0 was whatever. Week 1 is in full effect. All they can talk about in an hour here as I watch college game day for the last couple hours is this Ohio State-Texas game. We'll talk a little bit about that. We'll talk a lot about college football. We'll talk a little MLB. I feel like we should, but if we don't get to it, we don't get to it. We're going to wait about 5 minutes, though, because that's where we got to everybody comes in a little later. I get it. Saturday morning, we get our routine going. So let everybody file in a little bit, and then we'll start jumping into it and give our thoughts on some games. Yeah. But real quick, like, share, subscribe. I'd be remiss if I didn't do my housekeeping stuff. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Drop in the comment section what you're into. We want to know about it, side total, prop, or otherwise. Also, free $60 account. It's right there. New customers, free $60 account, docsports.com/free60. That's where you get $60 put right in your account. You create a username on the website. You get $60. You can use that on the buffet. Okay, or you can use it on any other handicapper over at Doc Sports. Premium picks, props, packages, season packages, whatever. There's 3-for-1 deals. There's discounts already. Use that free 60 towards whoever or on whatever you want. You do you, Pikachu. Link is in the description of the video. So let's get into some stuff here. I made this fancy border with neon lights because I wanted to feel fancy, but I don't know, whatever. I just probably put that in there. We got a lot going on. I can't remember 2 questions I got for you before we get into specific games. I'm going to let the chat build up a little bit. You guys file in. Monitor yourselves. If you see the Russian sex bots, report them and delete them, whatever. You know who they are when they come in with all the spam messages. You guys have all been here long enough. Do your part. 2 questions. Game that surprised you last night. Game you can't wait to see today. Watch, not bet.
Yeah.
From a fan point, what game do you want to watch today or this weekend, I should say, because there's games Saturday and then there's the Hoodie Bowl, as Raphael calls it, on Monday with North Carolina. So, I mean, you in any order you want. I'm looking at Lee Corso in a tuxedo, and God bless the man. I mean, real quick on Lee Corso, 3rd-part question. Thoughts on Lee Corso's last game day? Raphael, I'm tired of hearing about it, but Raphael said it best. Every time he's watched college game day, he's been there.
Yeah,
Lee Corso's been there. Every time he was in a sports book,
I gotcha.
Working in a sports book, Lee Corso's on TV, right? He's been there. It's just a staple in his life. And no matter where he was at, whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I've lived in Detroit. I've lived outside of Detroit. I lived in Vegas, whatever. And every college game day, They changed the time on me, but that just goes with the time zones. Other than that, Lee Corso's a staple.
I do want to ask you really quick, Lenny, going back to your question about the biggest surprise yesterday. I kind of know who yours was, and I want to guess on this. Was it the Baylor-Auburn game?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, I did not know Auburn was coming out like that yesterday. They looked strong offensively, defensively. Their defensive interior rush was absolutely insane. They looked great, and I liked Baylor yesterday. I didn't have any premiums nor free plays, anything like that. I didn't bet it, but I liked Baylor going into yesterday. I had high hopes for them, especially considering the factor of the game. Auburn looked phenomenal. I can't take anything from them, and they might have a very strong season.
I see. Okay, so here's where we're at on after week 1, right? Stuff like that.
Sure.
We have a little bit of information. So in that information, I'm kind of looking. I'm like kind of if I don't overreact, was that game all Auburn, or was Baylor just? Did I overlook Baylor, or did I underestimate Auburn, or did I overvalue Baylor?
Both.
That's where I'm trying to do, and I 100% both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. I think I was way because I like be fair. I liked Baylor straight up. I sprinkled the money line. I took the 2.5. And my biggest play, though, which I obviously fall into this trap a lot because I tease a lot.
Sure.
I fall into this all the time, and it's just a part of the doing business. Like, if I'm gonna win 60% of them, that's plus money. The other 40% are going to feel trappy. And that one felt like a trap in a teaser because I got it at 7.5 or 8. So I got it over a key number. I'm like, Baylor, we're not going to lose by a touchdown. And then they come out and just get dog walked. I mean, I was like, oh,
you said it yourself, Lenny. I mean, did we overlook Baylor? No, they just didn't play the way that we kind of expected them, and Auburn came out just better than expected. It was one of those situations, and that's the biggest thing. This is week 1 of college football, and you look at all these totals, these point spreads where teams are laying 30, 40 points. You can't have analysis paralysis. You have to look at this and understand this is week 1. Certain situations, teams are going to want to come out and looking at last season and absolutely maul the hell out of whoever they're playing. And there's going to be other teams that are going to take these point spreads after the first half. They're going to be up 40 points, and they may lay down and start putting in second stringers, third stringers, everything like that to play calm and collective. So there's a lot of ways to look at these games. The biggest thing is, as Lenny always says, analysis paralysis. You can't get caught up in these games, and you do not want to dump your entire load in week 1. I have a 6-unit top play this week. I don't have a 7-unit. I'm not going balls deep in this. Am I playing big? Absolutely. Part of it is because I'm happy college football is back. The other half of it is we have massive edges across all cylinders on today's slate. There are so many games and so many opportunities, and that is why I love college football Saturday.
Yeah.
There are so many games, and if you're going to tell me you can't find value in any of these games, bullshit. I'm not going to swear on camera anymore. I'm going to walk.
It's too early. It's too early for the kids.
Right. So you got to be careful.
We got to wait till that's the second half of the show when we swear.
Exactly. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet. But I'll tell you when I did swear was last night, and I told Robert on Doc's Daily yesterday. We talked about the Michigan State game last night, and Michigan State against Western Michigan.
Sure.
They're favored by 21.5. It went up 22, right around, right? I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm like, I'm a Spartan fan. Like, don't do it. I had the hat right here. I was like, here we go. Don't do it, boys. Just don't do it. This is exactly the hat I'm when I told them, don't do it. The Spartans are going to win by 20. They're going to win. They're going to look good, but they're going to screw us over at the end. That's Spartan football.
Yep,
okay?
I hear you, bro.
Honestly, for years, that was Lions football too. But and here's what happens. Lions. Spartans dominate the whole game. The whole game. 57 minutes of the game. Okay. 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. They bring in their second string quarterback because it's 23-0. And they're saying, let's just run the ball out, man. There's no big deal. Nope. Bad coaching decision. Coach decides to give the second stringer a little bit of confidence because in preseason he threw an interception or something. So what do? They let him throw the ball. What's the kid do? He throws a pick 6.
Yep.
Now it's 23-6. They win 23-6 final. They win by 17. They don't cover. Yep. Robert's texting me last night. These no good mother, and I'm like, I told you, like I'm just saying.
That's how it is sometimes, man. It's the I told you so, and then sometimes it flips the other way. It's a 40-point blowout. There's a lot of games on today's card that I don't personally have action on where, God, man, I could sniff out these lines like crazy. This Penn State game laying 43.5, lay it. They're going to Franklin's going to come back so pissed off this season. Allard at the quarterback spot. They still have that 1-2 punch at that running back position, which is absolute. There are so many games on the board today that you can get caught in the mix trap, and then you could actually lay the points, and they're going to motorboat the hell out of them. So it's going to be an interesting Saturday. I can't wait, man.
I'll tell you what, that Penn State-Nevada game is one of those games, let me just tell you, that I might bet Penn State and the under.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me tell you why. Penn State, the boss is calling me. Doesn't he know I'm on live television right now? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't know how. Live call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. That's what I should
text him right now. We're live.
Let me text. Hold on.
But no, to get to your point, I agree with you on this one, Lenny, with the Penn State. I think they have so much to play for this year, and I don't think James Franklin is going to take anything into consideration other than the fact that last year was another failing season in his eyes, and he has to get over that hump. Penn State, all their chips are on Drew Allard. They're going to let this kid air it out, and their running game is so strong. They have the 1-2 duos, and these guys, they've got speed, and they've got first down backs. So I love Penn State here. Very talented across the field. All specs from wide receivers completely stacked. Their linebackers are extremely disciplined. Nevada, their pesky offense at times, I will say, that is about the only thing they have going for them. Their defensive interiors lack. They've had a ton of transfers out. They're a very young team. Penn State's full of juniors and seniors. I think they're just going to come out and absolutely roll the piss out of them in this game, Lenny. And the 53.5 total, I wouldn't be surprised Nevada maybe puts up 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would look at Nevada's team total under. I mean, why would we try and get too cute on it? I mean, I just think Penn State, I don't know what it is. I can look real quick, but I'm just off the wall. I would look at that. Here it is.
Total 53.5, Penn State laying 43.5.
Yeah, right.
That's tight. That's tight. It's too tight for me to squeeze in total and the side. I'm laying the side.
Oh, their team total, 6.5, 5.5. So do you think they scores what the book is telling you?
The only way I could see them scoring is on a pick 6. I am not sold on Drew Allard. They're going to let him air the ball out. And if they're going to score points, I don't think it's going to be offensively. It's going to have to be a defensive turnover somewhere where Penn State's kind of backed up, which I don't even see them getting backed up in this game. Their run game is so damn strong. Allard with the play action on the side. Very tough for me. I don't like the under at all. I don't like the total. I don't like the team total. I think Penn State just absolutely rolls the crap out of them. It's a lot of points to lay, but I'm comfortable doing it. I think this is one of those games that you could look out. And all of these games with these massive point gaps, Penn State is the team that could absolutely cover that 43.5.
I do like people will shy away from the minus 30s, minus 40s.
I love them.
I'm like, I'm all in.
Yep.
I'm like, no problem. I mean, there's a handful. You can, again, fact check me, go back into Statland, and you can look at those. I think they looked at them where I saw a stat, at some point it was 19-2, I think, last year, the over 40 points.
Okay.
When an over 40 point team covered 19 out of 21 times, they covered the 40-some points spread. And I'm like, I get people will shy away from them, and I understand, to each their own, and everybody, there's multiple angles to get value. I mean, there's probably 7 different ways to get value on every different game if you really go down a rabbit hole.
Sure.
But it depends on what your definition of value is, I guess. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the chat. Let's see what's up. We got a few new members. JC, welcome aboard. I love that thumbnail pic. Is that a baby Hulk?
It is a baby Hulk. That's AI.
Hell yeah. Cheers. Good job. Thanks for becoming a member. We appreciate you. Paul Donovan. Listen, you got to upgrade your thumbnail picture on YouTube. You see, you're not a baby Hulk. Just kidding, Paul. You got to do like a baby Spider-Man or something.
We got Ray in the chat. Let's go big Saturday. Absolutely. A lot of baseball. Scott's feeling baseball today. We'll get there today, Scott. We'll get
Scott's
there.
always feeling baseball, and he's always on the Reds.
Jack always back in business. How we doing?
Let's talk this game here. LSU and Clemson here. Tennessee money line, Toledo money line, Old Dominion points. So, Scott, you've been watching Robert's videos. Yankees and Cubs have restored order. Yankees again with the run line. We'll talk baseball real quick. I got some baseball comments here. I haven't had a play on the Yankees run line yesterday. Cashed it pretty big. It was minus 130, I think, minus 135. Juicy for a run line, especially down the road, but it's the Yankees. No offense to your White Sox. And I'm going to be on them today the same way for like, probably a 3-unit bet for me. That's a bigger bet. I'm not on the website. That's that guy. He has the bigger plays, 6, 7, 8-unit plays. I throw slow and low. That is the tempo. Beastie Boys told me that. So that's where I stay, slow and low. But I am bullish on the Yankees and the Cubs today. I am very, very bullish. So okay. I don't know what your thoughts are. Do you have anything premium on those games? If so, you don't want to talk about it, but
for the Yankees game,
yeah,
I do not have anything premium on that one. Pulling it up. So Yankees against the White Sox, are we talking about? Schlitter on the bump, Shane Smith. This is a no-brainer. This is a Yankees run line play. The biggest thing is for the White Sox, they can't handle the Yankees. They just can't. The thought process, the actual them coming in, Judge in that batting cage, just everything all comes into a part with the Chicago White Sox, and they're a bottom feeder in the MLB as it is. I mean, they're like playing with the Rockies, the Pirates. I mean, we could list all these teams in that category. I get it. Shane Smith is on the bump. If they have one good arm in that rotation, it's going to be Smith with that 3.87 ERA. The problem is the White Sox, they're on another 4-game losing streak, 3-7 in their last 10 games. There's nothing there. Yankees on a 6-game winning streak. There's nothing to overlook in this game. Lay the run line. Schlitter's been very good. He's been consistent on the bump for the Yankees, and you should get some good value. It's minus 210 on that money line. So I would assume this run line plays probably minus 110, plus 105, something along those lines. Good value. Another play I would absolutely ride. 6-game winning streak. Don't try to time it. Ride it. The trend is your friend. I'm on the Yankees with that one, Lenny.
Yeah, I just at this time of year for me, I'm just gonna find my baseball will dwindle, not because of football necessarily, but because it's the end of the season for baseball. Like, we got one more month before playoffs start. It's right around the corner. Playoff baseball is right around the corner. So that being said, you're gonna have to get a little bullish on a couple teams, but be careful for spoiler type teams. The Athletics are spoiler type teams. I think the Guardians could be spoiler teams. The Royals.
I was on them yesterday, plus
the Royals, stuff like that. For all Scott, where are you at, Scott? Where are you in the chat? Yeah. Scott, remember yesterday's show when you typed in here Royals money line? Sorry, Lenny. I accept your apology, Scott. I'm just kidding. Scott messaged me on Twitter a picture of a bottle of Crown Royal chocolate. And I was like, what is this? And I'm like, and then I saw a video. I had to text my buddy the picture. I'm like, Crown Royal makes a chocolate? I go, it sounds disgusting. He said it wasn't bad, so who knows?
You sent me that actually, Lenny. I was looking at that in my photos the other day.
I sent it to you too. Yeah, I was like, see, Scott, I forwarded that to all my Crown drinkers. I'm like, what is this? He's like, it was good. I was like, was it good after 3 other bottles? Or what? Because on that moment, everything's good. It was great. But yeah, other baseball plays. I kind of like the Brewers. I don't know how you say Brewers as a dog, but I like the Brewers as a dog. Best team in baseball.
Lenny,
Period.
I'm in full agreement with you. That Quinn Preister, he has been very good this season, whether it's been at home or on the road. His numbers don't really different. And he's got a 3.44 ERA. And everybody knows Kevin Gausman with Toronto. He's been there for so long, and he's been sensational for many, many years. The problem is he's been having issues this season at home. He's got over a 4.10 ERA at home this season. And then you've got this Brewers team that they refuse to get let down. I mean, this team will ascend and they hit a little regression pullback phase. Then they start rolling again. I mean, they're 5-5 in their last 10 games, which is okay, but they play very good on the road, 39-28. That offense is just pure dominant. And right now, Gausman, that being a liability in my eyes at home in this matchup, there's nothing really to overthink here. We've got a Brewers team that's playing tremendous baseball. They're still in first place in the NL Central. They've got the Cubs behind them, but they're refusing to lay over. I love the Brewers here, plus value. I didn't take it on a premium today, just considering the fact that it was like Brewers plus money in this situation. It's kind of a trap incentive, but at the same time, I could see why it's not, because I know Gausman isn't that good at home. Does the public know that? Not necessarily in my eyes. So I got into some paralysis analysis this morning as well when I was breaking down that game. That's why it's not a premium for me. But if I'm on this matchup, I'm on the Brew Crew in this one, Lenny.
Yeah, I feel like it got to be for value. We killed another bottle last night.
Attaboy, Scott.
Attaboy. Yeah, Yankees run line. He also likes the over. Scott does, but baseball's very slow for me right now. Milwaukee's one of those plays for me. The Yankees, one of those plays for me. I also looked at the Cubs to my point of being bullish on certain matchups this at this time in the season. I'm going to be on the Cubs run line as well. And I'm just going to look for certain matchups and like one other baseball play I have, Texas and the Athletics under. Those are the 4 baseball plays I have today. Legit, straight up, and that's the end. And then it's a laundry list of college football 2-team teasers. It is a laundry list of them. God, this Texas-Ohio State game just looks like it's going to be phenomenal. Like
which one?
Texas-Ohio State. I'm just watching like the pre-whatever thing.
I know. This one's going to be absolute madness.
Absolutely.
You want to jump into this one?
Get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. So this one's going to be an interesting one for me, Lenny, because there are so many question marks on how this matchup is kind of going to go about. Ohio State, obviously, being Ohio State and how dominant they've been for years. You got Ryan Day. The thing that I'm looking at in this matchup is Quinn Ewers, obviously gone, whatever, or not gone. But I'm just this is one of the hardest games for me. And there's a reason that I don't have premium action on it, because we don't know what to expect out of Texas. We've heard all the hype. We know how good they're supposed to be on the offensive side of the ball. But then for Ohio State, on the other flip of the coin, we know they're going to bring that smash mouth football right back into this season. Very strong at the quarterback spot. There's some question marks at times, but at the same time as well, their offensive scheme is absolutely elusive. More power, more talent on that offensive side, run game, pass game, everything's there. For Texas, though, getting 1.5 point on the road, and the total sitting at 46.5 is what confuses me the most in this game, because I would expect this game to be more of a defensive battle, more competitive. And because they're saying that total, they're expecting at least 3 touchdowns out of both of these teams in this matchup, which concerns me at a little bit of a factor. For me, though, I like Texas here. I think they're the sneaky play. I think Ohio State, everybody's so high on, and they're going to be high on them all season long. They've been high on them all postseason. Now rolling into this situation, Texas getting 1.5 on the road. I like Texas here as the sneaky trap play. I think this is a backdoor game.
But here's the game plan for this game. Whoever scores first.
Live bet.
Yep. I'm going to take the other one. Okay. Plus the points immediately. And then I'm going to hope them that at some point they get up a touchdown. And then I'm going to immediately get on the other way plus points. And then I'm going to middle that game. And I'm going to hope this game at some point ends within a touchdown of each other. Like it's going to end inside a touchdown. And I'll have points on both sides. That's what I'm really trying to do. Because I think at the end of this day, this game's going to be decided by a field goal.
Yeah.
Either side.
That's how I'm looking at it.
that's the only way I get on it. And what I've seen yesterday, sorry, I got something in my teeth. I can't get out. It's bugging me. Here's what I've noticed the last 2 days or so in college football. First half, a lot of feel out process.
Sure.
I don't hate the first half under in this game. And then maybe full game over. Like maybe live bet that over or whatever. You'll get it at a better number kind of situation. But I do think there'll be more points scored in the second half than there will be the first half.
I agree with you completely on this one, Lenny. Just considering the fact that both of these teams, it's that first game where the pads around and they're going to be drilling. Very competitive early on in this game, and I think we're going to see a lot of defensive strengths early on until those flaws are opened up, and that's going to come to offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators. But as soon as those loopholes open up, that's exactly where I'm in agreement with you. Come second half, that's where the mission of attack comes into play.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And some of these games are going to be ones to watch and watch and see. Yeah, protect his house. Jack's got a long shot, but future bet on San Francisco Giants to make the playoffs. They have a favorable schedule in September, and the Mets have a tough schedule. That's not bad.
I can't do it, Jack. I can't do it because this Giants team is so bad on the road this season. And then to top that off, their offensive production has been such a joke all season long. They started off probably in baseball as one of the best two teams in all day, folks. Art's going to do his thing. I hear you. I'm excited to see it. But going back to you, Jack, I don't think that they have it whatsoever. And I think the Mets just hit a massive slump for like 2 months. They've had all the star power all season long. They've had the pitching rotation, the arms. They just fell into an offensive slump. The Giants, on the other hand, they don't have barrels. I know they went and grabbed Devers. I get it. And he really hasn't been an impact on that. If anything, they've gone down.
Yeah.
So for me, I don't like that play at all, Jack. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, I want to like that play. But you can't have someone like Verlander out there 1-10.
Right.
Okay. In your rotation as a solid guy.
Webb.
Yeah, you're right. You got Logan Webb. You're Robbie Ray. Okay, you get that. And Devers, some could argue they have went backwards since obtaining him. It was definitely not. This is not projected the way that the San Francisco Giants was hoping that the addition of Rafael Devers would work. That did not happen. Maybe it clicks when they get, I don't know, but I mean, September baseball is Monday. So it's here. We got a handful with 4 more weeks, basically. Baseball, a couple more weeks of baseball, and the playoffs will start in October. So then it's on. I don't want Texas to make the playoffs in the American League. I don't want Kansas City to make the playoffs because those are 2 teams I don't want to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't back Texas ever. Their offense is always an issue for me, man. And when you're wagering on teams, you got to feel comfortable offensively and defensively. And with the Rangers, they've won a ton of games and they've played good baseball throughout the entire season. And that pitching rotation is just absolutely sensational. But when you have a team that every time when you look at their matchup and you're getting ready to do their breakdown, in the back of your head, you're thinking, I know this team's offense is a liability and they can come out and get shut out today. They can come out and put 1 spot on the board. That's always a problem for me. That's a hard team to bet on. So I don't like betting on that Texas Rangers team. I like to have a balance on both sides of the spectrum. I need that rotation and I need those bats rolling, or I need some type of damn winning streak. Give me 4 straight wins where they put up at least 5 runs in each one of those games offensively.
And if like speaking just of, I don't know how we got into the AL West, but let's not count out the Athletics. Let's just not do it. They are 6 games back behind Texas. Okay. Forget going for Seattle or Houston, and they're not taking that division. Okay. But they are 6. They're basically 9.5 games out. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Keeping pace with the Rangers at 7-3 in their last 10. I love the Athletics pitching staff I think better than I like Texas because their bullpen is better for sure. Both teams offense hit miss, no pun intended, but they're just inconsistent and not even consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, I agree with you, and we have seen that, man. We've seen the 7-3 in their last 10. We've seen the 3-7 in their last 10. We've seen that fluctuation all season long with the Athletics.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me that I love about this team, they really took advantage of Sutter Health Park. Very small ballpark, minor league field out in Sacramento. And this team is leading their top 5 contenders, top 6 in slugging percentage and home runs. Very small ballpark, very young team. And these guys find a way to score runs. They have a very strong pitching rotation, I will say. On top of that, they dumped a lot of guys off, but at the same time, they've got guys like that George Lopez, southpaw, sneaky guy, comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
Athletics are a sleeper team for me, and they're also a plus value money team for me. I see that team plus 105, plus 110 all the time, and they're bang on, and they cover. Very good team, one playing at home, very good team, plus value, and they hit the long ball. Look for that team slugging percentage and long ball. If you're ever looking for gappers, home runs, big player prop type of situations, look for home runs out of that team. They do it, and they do it consistently over at Sutter Health. That has benefited them this season.
I really agree. And I think next year, I was talking with a buddy yesterday, and we were talking about how long it will be before the A's are actually in Vegas, right? They broke ground on the stadium out here. I think it's like 3 years or something before they play their first whatever. And I'm telling you, next year, I think this is not like really a hot take if you really think about it. I think next year we see a playoff baseball at Sutter Park.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it.
Playoff baseball in a minor league park. I mean, I'm just saying it's gonna be a hoot. It's just gonna be awesome. I mean, man, God, just let the mind wander for a second. And American League games like ALCS championship.
Yankees gotten in.
Yankees heading in to Game 7 at Sutter Park.
I hear you, man.
Just the pure.
They have a lot of young prospects, a lot of young
for
guys coming up and starting to make names in the
really
bigs. So, they could be one of those teams to keep your eye on the spotlight in the next 2-3 years for sure.
I think they're going to be a sleeper team to watch, maybe upset some teams along the way this next couple weeks. So college football, though, let's talk a little bit more about that. How do you feel? A game I liked today was Toledo. I like Toledo, Kentucky. I seem to, I don't know, I gravitate towards the MAC, I guess. You know how I feel about the MAC. Everybody should know how I feel about the MAC. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. I saw it. I'm fixing it right now, but I'm currently on this live. When we're done, I'll fix it.
I mean, Lenny, for me, Toledo's definitely going to be one of the toughest teams that comes out of the MAC. I will say that, but there's a huge step in weight class, man. I mean, they've got to score against a Kentucky team, SEC trenches. They're going to wear them down, I think, in this matchup. We have to keep an eye out, though, for Kentucky's passing game. If they get explosive plays early, this game's going to just absolutely spiral out of control fast. But for Toledo, the goal is going to be hang around with the ball offensively and limit these turnovers. I like both of these teams, but for me, I think Kentucky gets it done in this one. I mean, you're talking about going from MAC to SEC, huge shift in class. Toledo game opening up the season against them. I like Kentucky. I'd lay it.
Oh, see, I'm on the opposite side. I think Toledo's a live dog. I do. So here's my thought. You're right. SEC, MAC, night and day, but what I would say is Toledo is the cream of the crop of the MAC.
Absolutely.
In Kentucky, kind of bottom feeder-ish, of the SEC. So it's not like we're talking Alabama, Western Michigan, So, which state conference. So I think, listen, Toledo is in a teaser for me. Sure. Toledo is in a teaser in every which way, shape, or form, in a 6-point teaser, because I could get them. They're getting 10. I think it's 9.5 now, whatever, 10. I'm going to take that 6 points, 7-point teaser. I'm taking many points as I can with Toledo.
So I agree with you, too, in a lot of aspects, Lenny. And the thing that I love about this Toledo team, they're always fast. They're always fast, especially on the defensive side. That secondary can't keep up with anybody. And that's why I go back to how is this passing game going to work for Kentucky? Are they going to be able to erupt on the offensive side? And that's all going to come down to the pass game. And if Toledo can't sustain, I hear where you're at with this one. This is another case, and you guys are going to hear me say this all show. Today, week 1, sometimes the best bet is either not betting whatsoever or live betting this. And this is another case where we're going to be able to see after the first quarter. Is Toledo hanging around? Kentucky hanging
Toledo
around?
in this or not? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's not going to be, I don't think, a 14-0, 21-0 game after the first quarter. There could be some value in that matchup. So this is a game for me. The best bet's going to be the live bet. But for me, I'm comfortable laying the points early on or to start this game to kick it off.
All right. There you have it. I like that.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, I'm on Toledo already, so it is what it is. I hope they just beat the ever-loving whatever out of them, curb stomp them, so to speak. That's what I'm telling you. Kentucky, though, I don't like Kentucky. I just don't. I think they're a little overrated. Matt says it too. Everyone thinks Toledo is a live dog. Didn't Toledo beat Mississippi State outright last year? They absolutely did.
They did.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking more of, but we'll see I like the idea of live betting that. Some later game. Trying to look later game.
Minus a bunch of transfers, I will say, though, for Toledo. They're pretty much coming back. Bringing back the majority of their guys this season.
They are, which I like. I like that about a MAC team. Some other teams that I like on the board. I know somebody mentioned Old Dominion in Indiana. I think Indiana. I don't like Indiana Big Ten. I think they're middle of the pack Big Ten. So, But Old Dominion is, Old Dominion. Who are they competing with? You know what I mean? So,
for me,
I would probably lay the points in a game like that, but I didn't bet it.
Old Dominion's a team that they run that tempo. They run a lot of misdirection plays. Indiana, they are clear edge, though, cut up front. They're very strong, and their defense should be able to bottle up this team's run game offensively. Indiana, they should establish balance in this game very early. And for Old Dominion, it's about hitting a few explosive plays to stay competitive in this one for me. Over 4 quarters, though, Big Ten size depth usually wins out for me. I'm on Indiana here. I know I sound like a favorite here type of guy as I'm going down this game, but at the same time, Indiana, everybody got so caught off track with them last year. They just kept winning and winning and winning. And now and then they got blown out, like completely torched as like a 14-point favorite in one of their matchups. Who was it against? Was it against Notre Dame? I want to say it was against Notre Dame where they got absolutely ripped apart. And that kind of set a huge mentality tone, not to the players, but to the whole public of how this team's actually going to come out into fruition. I expect different this season. I think Indiana's going to be that same team. I think they're going to be very strong. And if anything, I think they're going to grow and be a better team and come together more this season. Not a lot of guys transferred out of Indiana. A lot stayed. Right. They actually built in and stacked on. So for me in this one, I love Indiana here. But again, this is going to be another case of how is their defense going to come out? Can they stop them? Because if they do, and they really show how tough they are on the defensive interior, well, then Old Dominion's not going to be able to move the ball, and then this turns into a blowout game for me. So I like Indiana in this matchup. Again, you could watch the first 10 minutes of this game, and you'll probably be able to get a pretty good dose of what to expect on the turnout on this matchup. For me, I'm on Indiana here, Lenny.
My fear of that game is exactly like that Michigan State game. They're going to win that game 23-0, and then at some dumbass backdoor cover, and instead now they're favored, I think, by 20, whatever, 22, whatever, about the same. I don't have it in front of me, but give or take, and then they win the game by 20, and they're favored by 23. That's my biggest fear of that. It's just getting backdoor covered with Old Dominion. But then again, I don't, whatever. I didn't bet it. Maybe I'll live bet it. I kind of gonna this late game here. This Utah UCLA. This is 8 o'clock game for me. 11 o'clock Eastern time for you guys. Fox channel. Utah UCLA. Mm-hmm. I don't like the number, but I'm all over Utah.
Lenny, can you? So my thing went down. Could you read me the lines for these games?
Yeah, let me see if I can find Utah real quick. Because I'm looking at ESPN, but I don't want to give you those numbers. Utah -5.5.
Okay.
And total 50.5. It looks like pretty consensus-y.
Well,
So 5.5 and 50.5. I don't like the 5.5.
okay. That's interesting. The total interesting at 50.5 because Utah, everybody knows about the physicality on the defensive side. I mean, this team is tough as all hell. One of the nation's best defenses usually. And it's a kind of an underrated team. It's become publicly known, but at the same time, that defense is a lot better than people think. And for UCLA, they're more of a speedy tempo type of team. They're explosive on the offensive side. And that's pretty much how they stretch up the field and score a lot of points in games. This match is going to swing on whether Utah can bring basically big plays on the field on the offensive side, and they have to shut down the speed on the defensive side. For me, I think the under's the play in this one at 50.5. I think the speed is not going to be able to outweigh Utah's defense in this matchup, and I think it stays close here. I know that also sounds trappish, but again, analysis paralysis. Don't fall for the trap. Total sitting at 50.5. I like that under total in this matchup, Lenny.
I don't hate the under because I think it's kind of going to be a scrappy game.
Yes, God.
I think Utah is going to control the tempo. I don't believe in UCLA. Sorry, Scott. I know UCLA quarterback is a gamer, but I think that's the end of the talent pool. Like, you know what I mean? He's that's it though. Nico's better passer than he has been last year. Good defense. I agree. I'm on Utah. I'm on it at 5.5. I like it better in a teaser card for me at like a basically money line. I get
that's the play, Lenny.
6 points. 6 points with Utah, so now it's plus a half. You know, and not that it's going to end in a tie, but if Utah doesn't cover, I'm still good. And I put in a teaser somewhere. Utah's in a couple teasers for me. I hate that it's the last game of the night because everybody's going to be chasing. But I think everybody's going to be on UCLA. I think everybody's going to take those points and run it the other way, which I don't hate either because I don't think Utah beats them. 6 points the other way gives you 11.5. I don't think Utah beats them by 11.5.
Sure.
So
the thing for me, Lenny, is I love where you pinpointed this thing on that teaser play because I will say this: Utah's scheme of play beats UCLA's scheme of play 10 times out of 10 when it comes to actually looking at a sequence like that. Now, am I saying they're going to beat them 10 out of 10 times? Absolutely not. Never. But at the same time, defense is always going to be more potent in offense in football. And when you got a line at 5.5, it's the last game of the night. Everybody's going to be chasing. Nobody wants to bet an under. So that even brings it even more. And the unders are the worst games in the world to bet. You're torturing yourself.
Life is too short to bet the unders.
Right. Like, so everybody playing the chase game, where do you go with it? Well, I don't want to bet the under. That's the play, is betting the under in this one. Now, am I saying guaranteed win? No, absolutely not. Absolutely I like that play, and I think it's a strong value play. I will say there's just so many other games on the board today that have tremendous value that I am on.
Yeah. Mar says he's on Oklahoma minus 37.5 should be easy money. Why would you say the easy money? Just say I'm confident in the play or something like that. Don't say that, Mar. But hey, I don't hate it. Let me look it up real quick here.
Yeah, my thing's down, Lenny. So you got to give me the
Oklahoma.
I'm just looking at your pretty face over there.
Oh, it's no, you ain't gotta butter me up. Oklahoma, I see now at minus 41, or 40.5. Some books have 39.5. So if you got 37.5, good job. Good line, shop your line. But they're playing Illinois State Redbirds. I mean, Oklahoma at home, yeah. I would imagine they should dominate this game. This is probably one of the games I lay the points. And I bet it and forget it. I'm not watching it, and I hope when I'm checking my apps later on at night, after a few adult beverages, that I'm on the plus side. You know what I mean? I got to be in the green, not in the red. I think you come out ahead there. I wouldn't hate it. I'm not.
I don't hate it at the same time too. On top of that, Illinois State. I mean, I went to Illinois.
Oh, love it.
I've seen this team play. They're never going to bring anything dominant to the table. Now you got to deal with an Oklahoma Sooners team who's just they're going to want to come out for blood. They didn't have the greatest year last year. I expected more out of them. And now in game one, this is kind of, for me, same situation. This is going to be a statement game. When it comes to talent pool, I mean, these teams are so far separated. It's not even close. Oklahoma just absolutely dominates on every single position versus position player sequence. So when you look at a game like this, it's how did last year go for them? And are they going to come out for blood in this matchup? Or are they going to come back in protective zone and kind of just need to win this game and then start pulling all of their guys out? For me, no, I think the Sooners lay it all on the table in this matchup due to their factor of last year. Especially they got home field advantage in this matchup. I think they run up the scoreboard on the Redbirds. I've never been a big Redbirds guy. They're never been impressive for me. I mean, they have had a couple good seasons here and there over the course of the past few years. But now you got to go into deal with the Sooners. Absolutely not. I don't see it. Big 12 action. No way. Coming out of the Missouri Valley. No. Lay the wood. Lay the wood.
I worry about some backdoor BS. Something like that. But
30.
Listen, you know what? It's a 60-minute football game. Okay. Don't play 58, play 60. I tell my son this all the time in high school football. You play 60 minutes of football, not 57, not 58, not 59. Yeah. You know what I mean? Matthew asked a question about a baseball. Trevor Rogers under a half first three at plus 120. So it's against San Francisco, which we know we just talked about their offensive woes. I don't hate it for the value of the price tag.
I'm trying to pull that one up right now.
But I don't hate it for the value of the price tag, but it's just because the number has a plus sign on it for me. I couldn't tell you his stats.
Matthew Chase, I mean, we pretty much just got over ripping apart how bad this Giants offense is on top of this. So, again, for me, on top of it, they're on a 6-game winning streak, so that does cause a little bit of some questionability, liability, 6-4 in their last 10 games, so they're playing good baseball. And then Baltimore on the other side, they're on a 5-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10, which doesn't matter in your question. But at the same time, it's like you're trying to time a team who's lost 5 games in a row, and you're trying to time a team who's won 6 games in a row. You don't really want any action in a situation like this. You don't even want to touch this game, let alone look at it. I get it if you're a homer and you want to if you're a Baltimore Orioles fan and you want to bet on your team. Yeah, I mean, I would take it. He's got a 1.4 ERA on the season, 7-2 record. Strikeout to walk diversification is absolutely sensational with 76 Ks, 19 walks. His whip's beyond great. But at the same time, it's like Giants have won 6 in a row. They're scoring runs. They put 15 up in their most recent matchup. How do you look at a game like this and take a bet against the pitcher? You can't do it. That's a fade play for me. I wouldn't touch it.
I like also this with Mars' comment about Iowa versus Albany. I think it's University of Albany. I think is U of F Albany under 50.5, easy under. Iowa never blows anyone out. That's actual facts. Like there's no fact check needed there. If you watch any sort of college football and Big Ten football, Iowa, I don't think they have it in them. I mean, I see the spread is like 38.5, 39. That's nuts too.
So for me, Mar, ride that trend. We know that trend. It's our friend, 50.5 total. We know about that Iowa defense. They don't give up points ever. They haven't done it in years. They've been sensational. Great defensive coordinator, very strong, stacked on that defensive pass rush. Again, if this play loses, though, that's where you need to take a step back and see how that defense performs over the course of the next few weeks. But at the same time, trend is your friend. They are an under team. They're playing a terrible Albany team. I would ride that under as well, 50.5 total points. I'd also look at Albany's team total and see if there's any value inside of that. If it's anything under 7.5, I'd probably drill that as well.
It probably is around there. It's like 38.5 spread, 38.5, 9, 38.5, 39, and the total's at 50. So
I keep it with the touchdown and under.
Yep. I don't, if you can find that, I wish I could find stuff like that.
The only way though, the only liability again is the turnovers. If I would throw some type of pick six, they fumble the ball.
You're done.
You know, exactly. You're beat on that. So you have to be very careful in those situations. And that's why I think there is value on a team total versus the actual total, which I still ride that 50.5 under.
Last question about baseball. Toronto, Milwaukee, under 8.5. I'm going no. I did not bet that, but I would say no. And I get that it's Priester on the mound and Guzman
Sure.
for Toronto.
Mhm.
I get those guys. I get the under 8.5. But Milwaukee just scores runs.
Right.
Period. The end. No explanation. That's why I just won't take a Milwaukee under. And Toronto's a really good team too. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but this is, I mean, for real, playoff implications.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay, I mean, this is potential. How nuts would fans lose their mind if this is your World Series?
I don't know about that.
This could be.
I don't know about but I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I'm in agreement with you on the total in this game.
Okay.
This has got trap written all over it. Priester, he's got 5-1 record on the road. I already mentioned he's got that 3.15 ERA. And then Gaussman's actually a little bit worse at home. But at the same time, in the public's eye, Gaussman at home, 3.87 ERA on the season. It's like, yes, nobody's scoring runs in this game. It's going to be a pitching duel. That could totally sell the hell out of you on drilling the under. That's why I'm flipping that to an overplay. But at the same time, I would look at team totals. So we already, just like Lenny said, Brewers, they just score runs. They do. They score runs off of anybody. It's not an issue. But for Toronto, I think they may have some issues offensively. Do I think they're going to have issues to the point of 3.5, 4 runs? Not necessarily, but I would look at their team total and drill their under. I'd look at the Brewers, their team total over, and I would take the total in this game across both teams over 8.5 runs. So there's plays and variance across all sides. I think it's going to be one-sided, a little bit more high scoring in the Brewers' favor.
Purdue game.
I got a premium in that one. I can talk about the total though.
Game. He likes the under in that. Go ball. You beat Purdue. What?
So in that Purdue Ball State game, just go the under.
Just drill the under.
Drill the under. It's going to be a one-sided game. One of the teams is going to run the other one off the field.
That's fair. And so like we talked about this earlier about SEC and MAC, and wherever they're, bottom feeders, whatever, Ball State, Purdue. I think they're both like middle grade for both conferences. So Jack coming in with the heat right before we bounce out of here, hit the like button or you will lose. I mean, you can fact check that. Jack will gladly give you as much stats as you want on this, but if you don't hit the like button, you lose every bet. Yep. So good luck unless you're against us. We will see you Monday. Monday we will be back. We're gonna bounce on out of here. Oh, hold on. Mar's got underdog. I like. Best bet today is UTEP plus 5.5. Didn't play it, but was going to. Okay, there you go, Mar. Appreciate you. See, that's how it works, chat. This is how there's 104 of you watching right now. This is how it works. You feed the beast. We are the beast. Okay. You feed us, we feed you. Everybody eats. It's all love, baby. Group hug.
And on another bright note, 4 minutes. College Saturday kickoff game day is in action. Let's roll.
Listen, I need another coffee. Okay. I gotta hit the head. I gotta take a tinkle. Okay. And then I gotta get ready for college football here. So we're going to bounce on out. We appreciate you. If you're watching Level 1, if you're a YouTube member, I haven't said this yet, and I apologize. If you're a YouTube member, link is in the description of the video. That's where you become a YouTube member. Levels $4.99 for Level 1, $19.99 for Level 2, $49.99 for Level 3. That encompasses every level. So if you get one, you get Level 3, you get Level 2 and 1. I'm going to drop right now here in a minute a Level 1 video again because I had to redo that. I had the wrong team. Bad graphics. I don't know what to tell you. I took that other one down. I'm going to redo it. I got you. It's a bonus play. Good luck. Unless you're against us, we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Ohio State, Texas, live bet. I like you guys. Got a new fan. Hey, Mar, appreciate it, brother. We're here. This dynamic duo is here every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. The show, Doc Staley, is here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern, right? What were you saying? Just say it.
I like Texas, man. Arch Manning's coming out. I like Texas. We're on the live bet, but I'm live betting Texas if all goes well. Just so you know over there, Red Dog. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Hey, Texas might be in the teaser. Just saying.
Agreed.
All right. Good luck unless you're against us. We'll see you Monday, 1 o'clock.